This exercise is really a bit of a gimmick, because in general, given a dictionary, all the keys of the dictionary have to be different. You cannot have two keys that are equal, of course. Well, the values can be equal, so it doesn't in general make sense to say I'm going to take the values, use them as keys, and look up the dictionary backwards, so to speak, starting from the value and getting back the key. But in this case, because we have amino acid 3-letter codes and they're all unique, and those are our keys, and then we have the amino acid names which are also all different from each other, we can do that, and it's just a good exercise. So the idea with that is taken essentially from here. So if you look at the items of our original dictionary, which maps 3-letter codes to the name of the amino acid, you see that the items in it are tuples of two elements. The first one is the key, and it's a 3-letter code. The second one is the amino acid name. So let's try to create just such a list where the name comes before the 3-letter code. So invert the elements of each of these tuples, and then use that to create a new dictionary, and that should give us the kind of reversed dictionary. That's exactly what this bit of code does. So first of all, we get in key here, we get all the keys, and that's printed here, and then we get all the values, and they're printed just above, and then we are trying to build this list, so that has got a value and a 3-letter code, a value and a 3-letter code. And that this can be built by using the zip function. So we take we call zip on two arguments. One is the values, and the other is the former keys, so the 3-letter codes. Now what zip does is it takes one element and one element from each of these two lists. It goes over one element at a time, and it pairs them up, and it creates a list with the tuples formed of one element from the first list and one element from the second. That's exactly what we get, and it is this list that I've called L here, and it's printed on this line. Okay, so now we're ready. We just pass that list to the dict constructor, the dict keyword if you want, and that creates the inverse dictionary. And then you can use this dictionary that I call symbol to look up, for instance, a symbol for cysteine. The interest here is this zip keyword. That's actually very handy when you are defining dictionaries from list, because you can always, if you have two lists of the same length and you manage to assemble all the keys in one and all the corresponding values in the other, you can always zip them and create a dictionary the way I've shown you here. And if you want, that's kind of the inverse of using items to get a list of tuples out of the dictionary.